Hey, what's going on, everyone? Studzilla here, back with another video. Today's going to be something a little different. This will be my first trip out, actually recording. I'm still not 100% sure how I'm going to do it, but what I'll be doing is I'm going to a local antique mall. This is actually my first time going to this antique mall. And if you're not familiar with antique malls, it's probably, the names of them are probably different from depending on where you live. Antique malls, flea markets. I don't want to say swap meets, but don't be fooled by the antique mall name itself, because you can find anything there. I mean, there is literally something for everybody. I have found a lot of good pop culture stuff in antique malls. I actually have a booth set up in again, I don't want to call it an antique mall, but a consignment shop is one. You might hear the name being thrown around. And a consignment shop is where you don't have to be present to sell stuff. You price everything. You got a specific number that coordinates with your name, and that's how you get paid or whatnot. But so I'm interested to see what they have here. It's pretty big. One thing I will point out with these, typically you're going to see a lot of just random stuff that you might think is junk, but you'd be surprised. There is literally something for everyone. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we might find there. I'm trying to think, like, the things I'm looking for again are video games, toys, anything pop culture related. And we'll see. And I apologize for all the ums. I'm trying to think off the top of my head kind of what to expect here. What I'll probably do is speed up the video and go around so you guys can see a little bit of everything. But I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully you can find some good stuff. So again, don't sleep on these places. If you have any near you, check it out, because you'd actually be pretty surprised. Sometimes pricing is a little high on stuff. Like I've searched for video games before, and I've seen like Xbox 360 games priced like $20, $30 higher, which, hey, again, maybe they'll sell in time, and those people aren't in a hurry to move stuff. I typically try to price my stuff to where it will move. I've got stuff that's been sitting there for a little bit, which is fine. It's some of the stuff I'm not in a hurry to move. But again, hopefully you guys will enjoy this. Hopefully you might get something out of it. Do not hesitate to find any places that might be named antique malls or something similar to that, consignment. You'd be really surprised at what you might find there. So coming up next, you're going to see a video of the outside of the place. I'm getting ready to head out now, and hopefully we'll find some good stuff inside. So follow along. See you guys in a little bit. All right. What's going on, everyone? Here we are. We made it. Great sign, huh? But I'm going to be taking you into the place so you can kind of see. If you're unfamiliar with an antique mall, again, if you're anybody who likes, I'm hoping at least this one, toys, video games, pop culture related stuff, we should be able to find some stuff in here. So you're going to see me going through a lot of the stuff. Not sure how it's going to actually turn out. Hopefully there's a lot. If not, I'll take you through some of the stuff that might not be related, just so you can see what's going on. We'll see you guys in a little bit. what's up, everyone? We're back from our day of hunting. Hopefully you got to see some of the stuff at the, again, whatever you want to call it, antique mall, consignment shop, flea market. Not really flea market, but yeah, it was interesting. Again, that was the first time I was ever at that place. It's funny because I talked to somebody actually before making this last part of this video about that. That was my first time going there, and I'd actually gone to that place. And one of the first things he asked me, because he collects the same stuff as I do, was, were those Nintendos still there? And he said those things have been there for a long time. And you guys probably saw in the video there. And I always find that interesting about places like that, because again, I have a booth set up, and again, I price my stuff to sell. There's been some things that have sat there for a while, which is fine because it again draws attention to people. But if something I want to just move and get out of there, I'll drop prices on the stuff. So, excuse me. So it surprises me to see that somebody's like, yeah, man, that's been there for like a year, both those pieces. And his description was that place is like a museum, because a lot of times I see stuff there that doesn't move, and it's the same stuff over and over. And I told him some of the stuff I saw. He's like, yep, I've seen all that. So, yeah, again, and I understand why people price their stuff the way they do, because if you're not, again, familiar with how those places work, you pay a monthly rent, and a lot of places will charge like a percentage of what you sell as well. It's very minimal, but still, right? So, but if you're not moving stuff, I don't know, maybe some people use it as like a storage unit. I don't know. But anyways, I did find a couple things. I don't want to say I got huge deals, but I did find some cool things that for like my personal collection. And I actually found a few games that you guys saw there. But one of the things I grabbed, and again, it wasn't like I saved all kinds of money on this, but I have been slowly starting to grab some of these things. And I just thought it was cool. This was actually better price than I see at like a lot of places when it comes to these. And it's these old glasses. Like if you're a kid in the 80s, all kinds of fast food places, and everybody seemed to jump on this train. This one's just the Big Mac glass. I think I got it for like $4. Typically, I see those anywhere going from $8 to $15. Sometimes I even see $20. For $4, good deal. I'll take it. And as you saw in the video there, I did snag up some Sega Genesis games. They all worked. I did not show a video of that, but for the price on these, I couldn't beat it. This is the Sonic the Hedgehog, not for resale. See a lot of those out there. I might just use these as giveaways or throw-ins to people who buy systems from me. This one is The Adventures of Batman and Robin. The next one was Taz in the Escape from Mars. And you see Marvin the Martian there. The other one, I thought that was cool. Again, T2, Terminator. Again, one thing I do stress, if you do go to places like that, you need to spend time there, because as you've seen, and especially the place where I have a booth at, sometimes these booths are completely disorganized. Just chaos. It drives my OCD crazy. But if you do some digging, you'd be surprised. And like these, I almost just like, again, and this one's Street Fighter 2. These were, the way that booth was set up was just like a little display out in front near the aisle. And I literally had to lift up some things. So do some digging if you guys ever go to places like that. Because again, you'll never know what you might find. And then, nope, that's not it. There was something else I had. And the last piece I got, I thought this was cool. I don't know the last time I had seen anything like this. This is just going for the PC. I think I spent $30 on it. It's the old Pac-Man lunchbox from 1980. So this thing is pretty old. And the cool part was, had the thermos. A lot of times you don't see it. And I'll tell you what, this, for being over 40 years old, is in really good shape. A lot of times, I mean, there's a little rust on it and whatnot, but a lot of times you see these extremely beat up. And I'm sure there's probably some better examples of ones out there, but I don't care, because this one's just going to go on my shelf. It's going to stay here because, as a kid of the 80s, loved Pac-Man. So that's it. Again, if you ever see places like this out and about, don't hesitate to go. And sometimes people get thrown off by the name antique. You can find all kinds of stuff. There is something for everyone. I just got to do some digging, right? But that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys, give me feedback on my editing. I don't know. It's something I've just recently started work on, and hopefully you guys like it. So again, that is it. I appreciate everyone taking the time and watching. Again, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, be good to each other. We'll see you the next time.